Hi, everyone. Anita Greenland here with Workflow Grow, bringing you this session of Express Desk Stretch. And my last session of the year, my last session around my continuing theme around It's a Wonderful Life. And our title for this session is Ring Out to Ring In. And at the end of It's a Wonderful Life, the angel named Clarence, who helps the main character, George, realize that he truly did have a wonderful life, just like you truly do have a wonderful life. Upon being successful at this, Clarence, the angel, earns his angel wing. So that was a really big deal for Clarence. And in the last scene of the movie, a bell on the Christmas tree rings, which is an indication that an angel has just gotten his wings. And Zuzu says, "Look, Daddy, every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings." And so George looks heavenward and says, "That a boy, Clarence, way to go." So, way to go for you. You've gotten to the end of the year. And as you wrap up your year, what do you need to ring out? And what do you need to get rid of? And what do you want to ring in? What do you want to take on? What do you want to celebrate in the year ahead? That's what our session today is all about. When we get to our stretches, we're going to do something a little different. Normally, we do the stretches standing up or at our desk, but maybe, hopefully, you're at home, and these are going to be some stretches, not all of them, but many of them that you can do on the floor. So it might be helpful to have some sort of exercise mat or a yoga mat or something like that. So if you want to hit pause and grab that, then please do that. And we will start with a very brief meditation on letting go and imagining what's possible. So just get in a comfortable position. You can be seated, you can be laying down, your eyes can be open, they can be closed. As you can see, mine are closed. And just start with a big breath in, big breath out. Now engage your normal breathing. Doesn't have to be anything intentional. Just breathe and bring your attention to your breath. Just notice if your breath is coming in through your mouth or through your nose. Just get present to that. And I want you to just think about yourself on the journey that this year has been. And you're climbing up a mountain and you're carrying a backpack. And each time you encounter something that you are struggling with, it's like a rock that you're adding to your backpack. And so just imagine what that feels like as you continue on your journey and you continue to put stuff in your backpack. It gets heavier and heavier and a little bit harder to hold, causes a little bit more stress and anxiousness. Now imagine just unzipping that backpack and turning it upside down and letting all of those rocks fall out. And then taking that backpack and just shaking it out and wringing it out if you have to. Just get rid of whatever is holding you back, holding you down. And now just notice the lightness. And even though you may still have a hill to climb in front of you, notice that when you intentionally let those rocks go, let those rocks out of your backpack, when you wring things out, it creates space for something new. So what's possible if you let go of what's not serving you and you think about and you run towards what is serving you? What can you be a yes for as you wrap up this year and imagine what the next year is going to bring? Bring that to your mind's eye. Focus your breath on that. Breath in and breath out. Okay, so let's get moving with some ringing out to ring in. Okay. As you can see, I am on my yoga mat. And one thing I did not mention that could come in handy, it's totally optional, is a block. If you have a yoga block, I will show you what we're going to do with it at the end, but it's optional, like I said, and I'll show you what you can do without it as well. But for right now, I'm going to set it down, and we're going to start. We're going to do two things standing up, and then we will move to the floor. I want to get your blood flowing a little bit before we do any stretching, because you want your muscles to be just warmed up a little bit. Okay, so bring your hands to heart center. Step your right foot out to the right. Come into a squat. Come back to center. Pretty much stay in the squat. Step your left foot out to this left and in squat, and back to center squat. Forward fold. Bring your hands towards the floor. Exhale completely. And then all the way back up, extended mountain, inhale. And repeat a little bit faster. Right squat, center. Left squat, center. Forward fold, extended mountain. Two more times. Right squat, center. Left squat, center. Forward fold, extended mountain. Last time. Right squat, center. Left squat, center, forward fold, extended mountain. Great. Okay. Bring your feet about shoulder width apart. We cannot do a wringing it out theme without wringing out the towel. So this is how it goes if you've not done wringing out the towel before. Take your hands out to the side. Reach your fingertips away from you. Turn your right palm up and your left palm down. And then you're going to drop your you're going to twist your right shoulder and then twist your hand. So now my right shoulder is leaning towards the left and my left palm is up. And then I'm going to switch that and my left shoulder's leaning towards the right and my right palm is up. So your shoulder goes in whatever direction the palm is lifted. And then you're going to switch and switch. So just imagine that you got this old dirty towel. And it's just all kinds of junk in it that is not serving you, that's not helping you. It's getting in your way and you are wringing it out. That's what this is all about today, wringing out. It also is a great shoulder opener. Let's do two more times each side. And there you go. Very good. Okay, come on down to the floor. And we are going to do a seated forward fold. So you're going to extend your legs forward. Your feet are flexed towards your face. Keep some softness in your knees, so don't lock them out. They're straight, but they're not locked. Reach your arms up over your head. Take a big inhale and forward fold, exhale. And drop your hands, put them on, you can grab onto your calves or your shins or your ankles, or if you're able to reach your feet or toes, then reach your hands there. Use the leverage of whatever bind that you've got on your leg to pull your chest a little bit closer, your torso closer to your thighs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop a little bit lower. Try to keep your chest lifted a little bit. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, just a little bit deeper, millimeter counts. And very good. Roll back up. Now take your right foot and bring it onto the left side of your left knee. Take your left arm up and hook it on the outside of your right knee and twist to the right. So inhale, reach the crown of your head up. Exhale, twist your torso and your heart towards the right. Lengthen and twist. Two more of your breaths. And slowly turn back to center and switch sides. Extend both legs long. Then bring your left foot to the right side of your right knee. Right arm up. Hook it on the outside of your left knee. Reach the crown of your head up on your inhale. Twist open on your exhale. And come on back to center. Okay, now this is where you can use your block or not. I'm first going to demonstrate without the block and then show you what you can do with the block. And so this, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. This is a waterfall pose. So it's a great restorative pose, especially at the end of the day. So this is the end of the year. And so we're kind of symbolizing what we want to get rid of. And when you get your legs up over your heart, it helps to flush out your lymphatic system. So that's helping to wring out, basically getting rid of what's not serving you. All right, so just laying on the floor with your legs, your toes flexed, and just basically making an L shape. This is called waterfall. It's also a great option. You can run your legs up a wall, and then you don't have to concentrate so much on holding your legs up. Just let the wall hold your legs up. So this is really, really, really good to do, especially if you've been standing a lot or walking a lot during the day. Great way to reverse the blood flow, reduce inflammation. So this is a waterfall without a block. Another option is to bring the block up underneath your hips like that. So now your hips are also up over your heart, which helps to drain your lymphatic system even more. You have 300 lymph nodes below your waist. And so the garbage disposal for those lymph nodes is up by your heart. So if you can get your hips and your legs up over your heart, then that helps to drain your lymphatic system and get it out of your body. And ultimately, you want to stay here for at least a minute. We've been here for at least a minute now. But if you can hold it for like 3 or 4 minutes, that is great. So this is called supported waterfall. Without the block, it's just waterfall. All right, so you come on out of that, or you can stay there as long as you want. We're gonna do 2 final moves. And so come onto your back for what we call a supine twist. So supine means laying down. And take your right leg, cross it over your left. So these are eagle legs. Drop your knees to the left and take your gaze to the right. I like to take my left hand and put it on the outside of my knee to create a little bit more pressure and opening, resistance. And then come back to center and switch sides. Cross your right leg over your, cross your left leg over your right. Drop your knees to the right and take your gaze to the left. This is our final twisting pose. And bring that back to center. Our last pose, which everybody loves, is Shavasana. So that's just laying on your mat. This is, in most yoga practices, is the final resting pose. So we are in the final week of the year. This is the final video of the year. And this is the final pose of the year. Shavasana, deep rest. Just take one moment here, be present. Your hands can be facing up for receiving, or your palms can be facing down for grounding, whatever you need. Just melt into your mat. Imagine all that junk you just wrung out of your body. Carry that forward in your life. Get rid of what's not serving you. Wring out in order to wring in. And bring some movement back to your fingers and toes. Take a big full body stretch. Reach your arms away from you, your feet away from you. Big inhale. And then exhale everything out. Hug everything in. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Roll over onto your right side into the fetal position. So Shavasana is like the end of one thing. And now you're in fetal pose, which represents the beginning of the next thing. The beginning of the next year, the beginning of whatever you're up to. Press yourself up to seated. And sit however is comfortable. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me for Express Death Stretch. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. and we will see you in 2023.